So I was thinking this time for a cold open, just because people, complain all the time and, about how much they want video games. I could do, we could throw in like a super short Let's Play that's like, just like 30 seconds, just to kind of appease those people.
Okay, yeah, I think that'll work. What do you want to play?
Some ping pong.
All right.
Welcome everyone. Is it our first time playing Pong on the channel?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's do. I'll do mouse. That seems fun.
All right, feeling a little crazy today.
Well, we always got to start somewhere.
Yeah, right? start easy.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize how.
Which one are you?
I'm the right one.
Okay.
I thought I would be the left one.
Yeah, I thought so too, but we don't always get what we want.
Easy peasy.
But we got what we wanted right there, because we didn't get what we wanted right there, because you or right there.
Oh,
what are you doing, dude? Come on.
Oh wait, hold on, I got this. I was just.
Come on, man.
I have to whoop you off. See that? Watch this. Watch
that's pretty
this.
Nice.
Boop.
Yeah, dude.
Boop. Fuck. He's Markipliering me right now.
Don't bring him up, man.
Sorry, it's our quota. Do you think I can pull this off?
Me asking, me when I'm wearing an incredibly tight sweater and I feel like I'm not going to be able to get it off, but I ask my roommate Ryan when I'm wearing it if he thinks I'll be able to pull it off.
This is a close game, dude. What does it go to? What do you think?
I think it's infinite, man.
What?
Yeah.
Well, then I at least need to just get over him. Wait, I am. I'm winning.
Winning, Luke, go ahead.
First to 10 is the winner. Almost there.
That skits. We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Did you have any dreams last night?
Yeah, actually, I did. I had a pretty crazy dream.
About?
So basically I was I think I was in Africa and I was on a safari.
Oh, yes! Woo! I remember back when SuperMega was a small, struggling business. And now look at it today. A slightly larger, still struggling business, but less struggling than many other businesses, because we have a tool that is awesome, sweet, sick, and fun. And that tool is called Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the globe. And that's why we at SuperMega, we use Shopify and we love it. I've said it probably many times before, but I'll scream it from the rooftops. Shopify is so fun to use, and we love it here at SuperMega. Turn your big business idea into some with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and get started selling today by going over to shopify.com/super. That's shopify.com/super. Again, shopify.com/super. Oh, got a text from my uncle. He's been having horrible sleep, and luckily, he's asking for my advice. That's because I have the knowledge of Brooklyn Bedding. They actually sent us a big, beautiful mattress, and might I say, it is big, beautiful, and fun. Come on, BBF. I've never had such wondrous joy playing on such a comfortable mattress that they sent us. One might say, I had the most fun a little boy could ever have. So go on over to brooklynbedding.com and use our code SuperMega to get 30% off site-wide. Put that in red text, Luke. Big, bold, beautiful, italicized, and underlined. This offer is not available anywhere else. So use our code, please. SuperMega is the code at brooklynbedding.com. Again, that's brooklynbedding.com, code SuperMega for a site-wide 30% off.
Welcome, one and all, to this glorious, glorious brand new episode of Super Mega Show. That's right.
It's 80.
Number 80 or 79? 80 or 79? It's one of those. It's
Who
one
knows
of the two, yeah.
at this point? There's so many.
There's so many, and there's so many episodes of Super Mega Cast. Who gives an F?
Only because we're so hardworking.
That's right.
And Luke.
Luke works pretty hard too. And you guys all work pretty hard by listening to all these hours of podcasts.
He took Labor Day off.
I know, today's September 1st, it's Labor Day, and he's like, oh, I gotta take today off. I'm like, Luke, why you taking today off? Oh, it's a federal holiday. Ooh.
Also, did you notice he started he started buying a bunch of, he got a new TV, he got a new kind of PlayStation 5 Pro.
Mm-hmm.
He said he just came into I can't remember, it was $60,000 or something recently. He said he signed up for something and it kind of paid off.
Well, he didn't,
and he got the job or whatever. He has a side gig.
He didn't tell me anything. I just thought that he was just managing his finances well.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to Luke, that PS5 Pro. We're PS5 Pro buddies now.
I'm not. I don't have a PS5.
You should get a PS5 Pro.
Why?
Because it's...
How much money does it cost?
What? Can you put a price on a smile, Matthew? Can you put a price
Technically,
on
yes.
happiness?
Yeah, you can definitely put a price on a smile and happiness. And they just upped the PS5 Pro price, didn't they?
Less than those stupid fucking paintings. I'm kidding. Those are going to be worth a lot one day.
By the way, they're not paintings, Ryan. They're prints. They were printed with a printer, not painted with a paintbrush. And they're signed by Ringo fucking Starr.
They are. That's the thing that makes them.
No, it's the artwork that makes
it's the
them.
print.
It's the substance of the art that makes it what it costs.
It's just an NFT. It's the signature that makes it. Come on, you know that. Yeah,
honestly, this is before NFTs when I bought these. When I made the grand decision to purchase Ringo Starr originals and put them, and they
look wonderful.
I mean, here's the thing, dude. I didn't. For those who are curious, look up Your Baby, YER, or actually, Luke, just throw it up on screen. This is Ringo Starr's original piece he made, and he was selling prints of it, and I bought one, and there's only, I think, 100 of them in the world, or maybe 50 of them, I don't remember.
Okay.
But he signed them all, and I bought one. I thought it was going to be maybe this big, just like a regular, something I could put on the wall and be like, haha, that's funny. It showed up, and it's 4 feet by 3 feet.
Which, if those you don't know, think of a foot, and then multiply that by 4 one way, and then 3 another way.
I know. So
when you put it into that perspective, it's
yeah, it's like a meter for all of you non-Americans. It's more than a meter in one direction.
Well, it's exactly a yard.
Yeah,
and then it's a 1 1/3 yard the other way.
I actually have no fucking clue how big a yard is.
3 feet.
No, wait, really?
Uh-huh.
A yard's just 3 feet?
Uh-huh. Right? I can't remember if it's one of those things where it's a yard's 3 feet or a yard's about 3 feet.
Our system's so stupid, dude. I wish we used metric.
You're making me question what I know.
But wouldn't you think if we use metric, we wouldn't have to question that. It's it's a meter is 100 centimeters. But anyway, I got it, and then I didn't want to. Well, I was gonna put it on the wall regardless, as a little funny thing. But then when I got it, I'm like, okay, I have to put this on the wall, even though I don't really want to at this size. But it's like the sunk cost fallacy. It's I already spent the money, I have the print. I guess I'm not just gonna put it in storage.
You're just waiting until he dies.
I'm not waiting until the man dies. A little bit.
Because then they'll be worth a lot, especially honestly, with that signature.
Yeah, probably not. I probably really jumped the gun on that, and he's gonna die, and the value is just gonna stay the exact same. Maybe go down a little bit.
Oh, you can have some hope.
Yeah,
not Raising Hope, the show.
Fantastic show.
I haven't seen it.
What a random ass fucking like.
Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, yeah. You're thinking it's like a fucking like CBS sitcom, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like some shit my mom would watch.
What's the one that started out with something Woodley? What's her name? Shailene Woodley. She's from like the Divergent series, or she was in that
I know what you're talking
cancer movie.
The Fault in Our Stars.
Yes,
I know who you're talking about.
She was in some other movie. Believe it or not,
dude. I watched The Fault.
An actress was in another movie.
You sure about that?
Oh yeah, I think that was her. It was called like something. It was about like a teenage pregnancy or something.
Teen Mom. She was just on Teen Mom.
No, hold up. What is that show called? Hold up. Shailene Woodley.
Wait, are you talking, dude? Do you remember that show?
My Life as an American Teenager.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. I remember.
Does she get pregnant in that, or did
yeah?
Okay.
It's about there is a pregnancy in it.
Okay,
My Life as an American Teenager.
She was in that. That's where I don't know if she got her start there, but
I forgot about that. Great show. I remember seeing the promos for that show on TV and being like, "Oh my god, I can't watch that. That's way too inappropriate for me."
Having premarital sex,
drinking alcohol.
Good lord.
Jeez.
I did watch 16 and Pregnant though.
I did watch Teen Mom on MTV.
Isn't that what the show was called? 16 and Pregnant.
I think they did both. I think they had like 16 and Pregnant, and then
Teen Mom.
They're like
oh yeah, they had like the other. Yep.
It's like, well, we can't make any more episodes because she had the baby, so let's make another show where she has the baby now.
How about Next? Next.
Love that show.
Pretty good, right?
Getting
How
off
about
the bus.
Parental Control?
Dude, Parental Control.
That was an awesome one.
That shit was awesome. It's like
so obviously staged looking back.
It's all staged, yeah.
But
like Next, if you read the bios of like the people when they get off the bus on Next, you're like, there's no way that this is like their actual bio. But yeah, I watched The Fault in Our Stars, and
congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's a milestone, like watching the Titanic.
And I love the Titanic.
Or the live-action Fat Albert movie.
It's also
same kind of.
Yeah, it's up there with Titanic.
And the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but I think Fat Albert live-action should have a little more love.
We had
Peter Jackson got lucky, 3 times in a row. Big whoop.
Peter Jackson's Fat Albert.
Dude, I wish. Yeah, God, they stole him away.
Like, what would he have done with it? Like, if he actually was assigned by the studios.
I don't know. What would be even more interesting is Guillermo del Toro's Albert.
Like a gritty reboot. It's just Albert. Drop the fat.
No, we don't fat shame anymore.
Yeah, we don't fat shame. It's just Albert.
Hey. I'm doing the Kenan Thompson impression, not the William Cosby impression. Is Bill short for William?
Yeah, I actually was about to say. I feel like I don't think anyone names their kid Bill. Imagine naming a fucking newborn baby Bill. It's like this beautiful little baby boy, and it's like, what is his name? Bill.
Bill Dauterive.
Bill Cosby.
Well, one of them, they're both bald.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's all they have in common.
Hopefully, because I like Bill Dauterive.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's a creep, but in a sweet way, I guess.
Yeah, he's one of those creeps where it's like, this guy's a real fucking creep.
Thank God he's not handsome, or else my wife might have an affair with him.
Exactly. So,
meaning Peggy Hill, Hank's wife, Peggy Hill.
You're speaking from the perspective of Hank Hill.
Yes, because Bill Dauterive does have a little crush on Peggy Hill. Oh yeah, well,
that's awkward.
Bit of an infatuation.
Yikes.
I would say. Bill's lonely.
He's very lonely. I remember there's that episode where he dresses up in women's clothing because he
in his ex-wife's dress.
That's right.
And starts acting like Lenore.
That's right.
And then he has there's so many like episodes in that show where like a character has like not just like a funny breakdown, but
like a mental health crisis.
Like a life-altering mental health crisis. Like there was this like in a span of in season like 5 or 6, there's a span of like 2 episodes right near each other within like a 3-4 episode thing where like Dale loses his grip on reality. He's like, oh my God. He's like crying in the shower. One is about losing his wife.
Which we've all been there, and we've all had that kind of breakdown, and that's one that passes.
And then the other is about, I don't know. I thought the John Redcorn stuff lasted a lot longer. They kind of seal that off pretty early on in the grand scheme of the King of the Hill universe. Granted, I don't know what happens after the beginning of season 6, so we'll see.
I was about to say, I feel like it makes a return. And there's a lot of times in that show where a character has something that, like, in reality, like, they would probably have to be, you know, like, they'd have to go to a mental health clinic for like weeks. Because it's like a full-on maybe like schizophrenic episode or like a full psychosis episode. And then it's just like at the end of the episode, it's just resolved. It's like,
I know. Or sometimes it's not resolved. It's just like, it's not resolved, but it's better than the breakdown.
Oh, that's
it's back
Bill.
to normal again. He's just sad all the time.
Yeah, Bill's just sad.
Yeah, that's just him.
He's just dressing up in his ex-wife's clothing and thinking he's her. He's sad. He's got the sads.
Well, Dale did that, you know, when the separation first struck the globe. That's what every major news network across the world said.
They reported on it when that episode aired, and it was
no.
big.
They reported on your parents' divorce.
I see what you're doing here. I thought you were talking about King of the Hill, and now you're talking about my actual parents' actual divorce.
I was I was drawing a similarity between what Bill did by dressing up as his ex-wife because he felt lonely and betrayed, and what your dad did.
I was hoping you weren't gonna bring that up.
Except he hired someone to play himself.
Again, these details aren't things that, you know, the court documents were sealed, still are sealed, and I told you this stuff in confidence as a best friend. So it's like, you know,
we all have, you know.
It's not something to talk about on a podcast. Let's just say that.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying I sympathize with, you know, we all, like, if we had a clone. Would we fuck the clone? I think a lot of people would have sex with the clone. Your dad just kind of we can't make clones obviously with science, so he did the next best thing, I guess. And maybe there was some sort of like mental thing of like, you know, him being your mom and there being a Dale.
I will say it's actually don't keep this in, Luke. It's insanely impressive how similar, like, he was able to find a lookalike that close.
Yeah,
especially in South Carolina, right? Because it's like, I would think, you know, especially going through the mental episode my dad was going through, he would just find some random person off the street,
some bald guy.
This is spot on.
Yeah, almost looked like your dad doesn't have any male siblings.
Not that I know of, but hell, I mean, I didn't know I had a brother until like,
neither did he.
Ago. Yeah,
granted. So
I always see people asking about that. Is that a bit? It's not a bit. I have a half brother. He's 42, I believe.
Yep. And 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
That's why they call him the half brother.
Good thing I didn't get those jeans. Those skipped me, went straight to him.
Well, he has to wear a specific kind of jeans because they can only make certain ones in his size.
I wouldn't be able to fit into them. They would look like shorts.
It's like between toddler and like...
Man.
Yeah. Between toddler and man, like some fucking like 50s black and white. The 50-foot toddler. You know, like
I like the idea of like a very dated Twilight Zone episode about it's just about a little person. It's just like, imagine, if you will, a man who is not quite short but not quite tall.
Spooky stuff.
He's got the proportions in his chest and head of a grown man, but the arms and legs of a toddler.
How would you drive a vehicle? I mean, they did do an episode where it's like, imagine you were a black person.
They did?
Wasn't it? Or no, I guess a homeless person. I can't remember. I can't remember which one it was. It was like a rich exec switches places with like someone who's like destitute, hard on times or something.
So it was like taught a nice moral.
And then he dies at the end or something.
Okay.
So I never saw it. It was only explained to me.
And it's like a game of telephone, and now you're explaining it to your
Yeah.
audience and to me.
It was explained to me over a decade ago, and only that one time, and I'm parroting it at the best of my ability. I mean, my neurons, for some reason, decided to fire in that direction, decided to go...
I just remembered. Holy shit.
How good I looked on prom night. I know.
Yeah, that's not something I forget.
I wore my silver Crocs.
I know you
to match my silver suit.
I know, and I took those suckers right off at the end of the night.
I even painted my body full silver.
I know.
I think I look good.
Yeah. Just you shouldn't use the paint with the cadmium.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, the hospital, it was very expensive. You were in there for 2 weeks.
What were you going to bring up?
I was going to say, I remember, remember like you can go to the library and you could get like DVDs.
You can still do that.
But, it's like they don't have the same selection that like Blockbuster would have. They would have like more obscure, older movies and stuff.
Yeah, like things based on books.
Yeah, so I remember my dad came home once with a couple DVDs, and one of them was a movie called Watermelon Man, and I remember we watched it. A little father-son excursion.
And this is back at a time where you truly are. When you go rent a movie or something, you're judging the book by its cover. It's like, oh, that's a cool. So something attracted your dad. I got to see what attracted your dad to get this movie.
Read the synopsis of this movie.
Hold on, I want to see the I want to see the cover, because this is what your dad saw at the library, and he went, "Oh, this would be good."
And Matthew, we'll have a good father-son bonding time watching this one.
Secret Life of an American Teenager ran 5 seasons, by the way. Okay. No, there's a song. I'm looking for movie. Hold on. Sorry.
Maybe The Watermelon Man? I don't know. It's an old movie. Like, I want to say it's from like the 60s or early 70s.
I might have to connect to the Orbi real quick.
Oh, let me guess. Your internet is fucking just all over the place.
The Orbi's not even showing up.
Yeah, dude, we got internet problems today.
Okay.
Let me see the cover.
See, there's 2 covers it could be. I'm thinking it was probably this one.
Yeah, it's that one.
Okay, because then there was this one.
I mean, yeah, that's... I think, if I remember correctly, it was the first one, because I remember looking at the cover and being like, oh.
Synopsis: this movie came out in 1970, and it is near 2 hours long. It's a comedy/drama.
I didn't finish it because I remember it was long, and it wasn't quite piquing my interest.
An overview. Hold on, let me clear my passageways of any air. All right.
That's nice.
A white insurance salesman, Jeff Garber, played by Godfrey Cambridge, gets the surprise of his life when he wakes up and discovers that his skin now resembles a black man's. In a day-to-day life, he soon finds himself the victim of discriminatory practices, the same kinds of behaviors that, ironically, he had once used on black people himself.
It's a based movie.
As his wife, Estelle Parsons, leaves him in all attempts toward explain and reverse the phenomenal fail, Jeff comes to accept and even profit from his new status.
Yeah. So, okay. Important distinction. It's not. So it starts as a white man and then becomes black. It's not a white guy that then is in blackface. It's the opposite. At the start of the movie, it's a black guy that's in white face. Yeah, and then he wakes up and he's black and he has to go through his life like that. I just remembered that obscure movie, and I don't know why my dad picked that one to bring home. It's like we could have watched 3:10 to Yuma or like a cool like spaghetti western.
That has Christian Bale and the Gladiator Man in it.
Well, I'm not talking about the remake. I'm talking about the original.
Oh,
the Clint Eastwood joint.
Boring.
Did Clint Eastwood do the original?
I don't know.
Spaghetti Jones might have done the original.
Clint Eastwood did the quick, the something, and the ugly. The quick, the dead, and the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, that's it.
The Quick, the Dead, the Bad, and the Ugly, starring Clint Jones.
You know?
Oh, yeah. You know, his son kind of looks similar to him, Clint Eastwood.
Really? Well, yeah. Sometimes that happens.
I don't know. It's crazy how these gene stuff works. Speaking of, last 2 episodes really focused on not just jeans, but jorts in particular. And then focused on denim, yeah.
All
denim
around
in
denim.
a general, yeah.
Oh.
We're trying to hold back this episode. You notice there's no denim in sight. This is a denimless episode.
It's a denim free zone.
Exactly.
This is the denim free zone.
No denim allowed.
No. Absolutely not. However, if you are a fan of denim, you're going to love these ad reads because
I'm sure you can incorporate some denim subject matter within them. And if we remember to record the ads with inserting some sort of denim advertisement,
there might just be absolutely no reference to denim at all in these ads. Regardless, enjoy.
I remember back when SuperMega was a small, struggling business. And now look at it today. A slightly larger, still struggling business, but less struggling than many other businesses because we have a tool that is awesome, sweet, sick, and fun. And that tool is called Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the globe. And they're responsible for 10% of all e-commerce. That's a big number. From brands like Mattel and Gymshark to even brands that are just getting started out, Shopify has the back of those brands. They make getting started easy. They have a little design studio where you can make your own website. If you are not, inclined to do so by coding or other harder methods, they have a beautiful system in there that's easy and, might I say, very fun to use that makes it a cinch to design your own website. Oh, sorry, my mom just texted me. My mom wanted to remind me to mention that Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. I couldn't agree with my mother more. And that's why we at SuperMega, we use Shopify and we love it. I've said it probably many times before, but I'll scream it from the rooftops. Shopify is so fun to use, and we love it here at SuperMega. Turn your big business idea into some with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and get started selling today by going over to shopify.com/super. That's shopify.com/super. Again, shopify.com/super. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Does she fall in love with the Nazi in that movie?
I think so.
Okay.
And then he converts her. And she becomes a Nazi. Yeah. But that was the version my dad brought home from the library. I don't know if
Your dad recorded personal, like he rented out like a like a theater, like a local theater, and got all of his friends to reenact certain movies, and he refilmed them just so he could have the better Dale's versions.
But it's only like it only starts like at the part where he wants the movie to change. So the first half of the movie is like, you know, the original. Then all of a sudden it's like this janky ass dark theater hall,
wide shot from like a balcony studio.
My dad in a beautiful blonde wig coming out.
God, your dad's cute as a button.
God, he is.
Oh fuck, dude.
Woo!
Woo!
You know, he every now and then will bring up to me something we talk about on the podcast, and I'm just like, oh, so you do listen.
He misses you.
You do listen. Uh-oh.
I mean, it's not gotten you into too much trouble yet. I mean,
I
doubt there's not much. I will say there's not much you can do after the music video or
there was no music video.
Sorry, the rap song. Someone animated a little music video type thing. Did a little animated of the song.
That's right.
But we didn't pay for it.
No, he did that out of his own volition. Brandon Turner?
Brandon Sanderson?
What are you talking about?
Huh?
It wasn't Brandon Sanderson. He doesn't animate.
Gorgeous glasses.
They're great glasses.
Green?
Mm-hmm.
Matches your shirt.
You're talking about my glasses? Mm-hmm. Thanks, man.
They're a little like green, huh?
They are green, yeah. You know,
there's some green on your hat. There's some green on your shirt. There's some green in your eyes.
There's not green in my eyes.
A little bit of green.
No, there's not.
Just slightly.
No, it just depends on what I'm wearing.
Blue
It
and
might come
green-
across that way. They're
blue
blue
and
though.
green
It's blue. It's no,
exist
it's not.
in the
It's
same
not. No, they
spectrum.
don't. They absolutely
So there's
don't.
a little bit.
They're not
technically,
related.
There's a little bit of green.
But it's not. That's not how that
They're
works.
right next to each other.
If you know color theory, you know that's not how that works at all. Just
the
drop it. Just
gradient
leave it. Just drop it.
There's an infinite.
Stop.
Fuck you, dude. I was just trying to
Don't
compliment.
take away my
your
blueberries,
beautiful-
man. That's all I have going for me.
I'm just trying to compliment your beautiful green eyes, dude. Yeah, now you're gonna get a lot of fan art that has green eyes and stuff.
Oh, I better not.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, buddy. Does he have green eyes or blue? I'm gonna start that discussion. You're wearing green glasses though.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I decided to start wearing
Which
glasses.
you do have
again.
green on your hat and your shirt.
Yeah, you've pointed that out, Ryan. That's, I started wearing glasses again because my vision's been shit. So I got a new
Nice.
pair, and I got these because they're green, and I wasn't sure if I liked them or not. But they've grown on me.
Have they?
Mm-hmm. They've gotten larger. Hey, right?
You get like a little water dropper and the water makes
Yeah. Every
like those shitty like dinosaur foam glasses,
every night before bed, I put them on the bedside table and go doink doink, and then I wake up and they're a little bit bigger.
I will say, even as a kid, I was very disappointed by those things.
What the capsules?
The capsules that turn into
Dinosaurs?
foam dinosaurs. It took too long, and it wasn't visually interesting to look at the time. At
What
least,
did you think it was gonna be some Spy Kids fucking? You throw it in and it goes.
I don't know. Your imagination goes crazy as a kid,
Yeah, you did have to wait quite a bit. You think we can get custom ones made,
Oh, I'm sure.
like a red and blue one?
Yeah,
Where it's us.
Why don't we have Why don't we sell bouncy balls?
I did find a custom bouncy ball.
Yeah, get that out.
I did find a custom bouncy ball manufacturer.
Now, before we get into more about I want to ask a question about the bouncy balls, and particularly, which flavor, style of bouncy ball you prefer. I'm going to give you two options. There's that glossy.
It's that one.
Bouncy ball.
I
And
fucking
then-
hate the powdery matte ones.
Oh,
Absolutely
you
not.
don't like the powdery matte
You like
ones.
those?
I do, especially when they're because usually those
Dude.
can be a little like I don't know. They can both be clear, but there's something about the powdery matte ones where I remember having a one that did a lot of blinking light shit that was pretty awesome. It is pretty sick.
Dude, the glossy ones, the glossy fucking bouncy balls. Dude, I want to play with a
Do you
bouncy ball
remember
right now.
as a kid? Maybe this will unlock a memory. Do you remember taking the bouncy ball and just kind of on the sides of it?
Oh yeah, just chewing on that sucker.
Not like biting into it, just like feeling the plastic and whatever against the sides of your teeth.
Just kind of feeling that tension. That yeah,
It's amazing how much like dogs we were as kids. Always gnawing on shit, eating shit we shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean those bouncy balls. When you think about it, definitely were probably made in a facility that probably doesn't do a lot of like regulatory checking in terms of like the paint they use or the materials. So there's probably plenty of toxins in those bouncy balls that we shouldn't have been putting in our mouths. But hey.
But we got them from like those quarter little like turnstile things.
And those were actually I saw that there were huge recalls back in the day, specifically of the things that were going in the little like quarter things, like at Cece's Pizza.
Oh, really?
Remember they would have like the wall of them. Yeah. So those they had huge recalls because
they like tip over. Oh, okay.
like the stuff inside them.
yeah,
Because
with all the like chiclet, whatever it's called, gum, like the gum.
Yeah, they had-
whatever. What is that called?
Chiclets.
Chiclets. Okay.
they had those. They had let's see, they had the little like sticky things.
Oh, you know what my least favorite little quarter turnstile toy is?
little trinket.
You know what my least favorite one is?
What?
The one where it's like a monster that you put on the tip of your finger that has arms on it.
Yeah, that's like it's like I get that shit at the dentist.
I
After
want a
fucking
slimy
get a cavity
fucking
out.
hand,
I want a
I want
slimy
some
hand that I
gum.
can smack the wall with and gets covered in fucking hair and dust after 5 minutes of use.
Or a little fucking cylinder of slime.
Oh yeah, that's how I'd be with your mom. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it takes two to tango.
Yeah, it does.
That's what she does to you too. Put you upside down. Your legs,
And she blows a little air in beforehand, so when she does it, extra noise.
I mean, I don't mean to give away the secret, but she also goes plants her flag and blows some bubbles.
Yeah, she does.
Palestinian flag.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way. Fuck, I'd never have a fucking Israeli flag near my asshole. Are you kidding me? But we probably consumed some lead as kids.
Easily.
You know what I like? Like our parents' generation. They
love lead.
They used to eat the fucking lead flakes off the wall because it would taste sweet.
Oh, wow.
And this is a real thing. Like the lead paint flakes on walls, kids used to eat them because they were sweet tasting. So they would be like, mmm. And I feel like especially you, that would have been something you would have done if you lived back in that era.
Probably. Although I didn't eat this, but I do remember as a kid, if you found like a brick that had paint on it, and you slowly with your nail kind of chip away at the paint, and then a green painted brick becomes a white painted brick.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You bring up these like little, very specific random things from when you were a kid. That's why I feel like you would have been one of those kids. It's like, you remember, like, you just put the chip in your mouth and just kind of chew on it a little bit. It was sweet. Remember?
I'm trying to remember like if there's anything. I've definitely put that slime in my mouth, or like those like wacky hands.
Well, because as a kid, you're like, there's no way this is harmful for me because it's like
Play-Doh's a no-no.
Play-Doh, the taste is not awful. Play-Doh is like the least toxic kid's toy you can put in your mouth.
I hated how it would get caked in my teeth.
Yeah, I know, dude. I know exactly what you're talking about, the feeling and everything. Like when I shut my eyes, I can like feel Play-Doh in my mouth, and I can like feel it between my teeth, and I can taste it.
And that post Play-Doh slime, like that thicker slime on your tongue and the roof of your mouth.
Or when you spit it out, it's got that very specific like slime on it. Like the outside of the Play-Doh becomes very like slick. And you're not getting your Play-Doh back to how it was after that.
Can we just take a little break? Are we supposed to swallow?
If you want.
See, it's that. Like, I feel it. See, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I think they do that on purpose now, don't they? Make it super salty.
Ugh.
They oversalt it these days.
That's way saltier than I remember.
Let's get back. Do a fun little bloop, Luke, for a transition, so it's not like a. And we're back, bitch. Talking to you, Matt.
Oh, okay. I was like, you better not be speaking to our audience that way.
Or your mom, because I know she listens. She doesn't watch though.
She does watch. She puts it on the television. Don't stop. She probably has it on the TV, and she might be like in the kitchen making tea or something, or cleaning the house.
Sorry, I let my Darkiplier slip a little bit.
I also want to just say that's not how I see women, because when I brought up my mom putting the podcast on, the two examples I used were her in the kitchen and her cleaning the house. That was just completely coincidental.
She loves the kitchen.
She loves it, and she loves cleaning the house. That's just what she likes doing. That's not representative of all women. Right?
Just how your mom thinks all women should behave.
Don't say that about her.
No. Your mom's one of the sweetest ladies. If it wasn't for my mom, she'd be the best. Just started like getting a fucking fight. No, my mom's
my
better
mom's
than
actually quite sweeter than your mom.
Bullshit.
What did your mom get you for Christmas last year?
That's for me to know and for you to never find out.
What are you talking about? It already happened.
Exactly. It's for me to know because I know it and you don't, and you'll never find out.
I'm sorry. I took that as a future tense thing.
It stunned me at first. I had to go back through the sentence I said and be like,
and I'll be honest, the second it came out of my mouth, I kind of cringed because I went, oh, that doesn't make sense.
Do you think an apology is, at least like a small apology?
I'm sorry.
I don't accept your apology.
Why would you ask? Why would you ask for one?
Just the least you could do is apologize.
I'm sorry, man.
That's all I don't accept.
God, what a put down.
I know.
Kick him while he's down.
Just.
Yeah, that's good.
Baseball?
What did your mom get you for Christmas?
Some like socks and like an Amazon gift card.
Wow, how much was the Amazon gift card?
Probably like anywhere between $50 to $200.
Oh wow, Miss Moneybags.
I would,
Cool.
I would
Your mom
say.
loves you so much, Ryan. You know what my mom got me?
A picture with
did.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, she did. She booked me a picture to go sit on Santa's lap and take a picture. It was an early Christmas present. So come Christmas morning, I didn't have anything to... Well, I did have something to open. It was the picture. But I already knew what it was going to be.
Yeah. But it's nice to see it.
I think
mean,
that's-
you saw it on the computer before. They could have just printed it out right there and then, but I think...
I saw it from afar. I saw it like appear on the computer after they took it.
Your mom told you to go stand over in the
goes, "Hey,
corner. Get far away. I don't want you to see. But you did see kind
saw
of like... But you couldn't make out the finer details.
I didn't have my glasses on, but
Yeah.
I could see it was me.
Can you believe we're in September already?
Dude, I can't believe it's September.
When is this release? Oh, this is releasing.
Yeah,
like
this is releasing pretty soon.
second
after we
week of
record it.
September.
Yeah,
Right? Something like that?
this is releasing. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we're in the Burr months.
The Burr months?
Burr. We've entered the
Like cold months?
well, yes, but also the months that end in Burr. September, October, November, December. The rest of the year, it's Burr, baby.
Just really speaks of some guy who was coming up with stuff like the sound of one and went, oh, we'll just end the rest like this. Perfect.
It's like it's basically like an assignment. They're like, all right, now Augustus, I need you to come up with 12 months. They're going to be on the calendar. This is what we're going to name them, okay? And he spent, like, he really pushed it off into the last moment. And then he has 4 left. And he's like, oh, fuck. And
It
it's
is-
like late at night. He has to get it done. And he just kind of really just
He starts off strong. January, February,
and then he's like, I'm going to mix it up.
March. Woo! April.
Woo!
Hey.
You ready for this one? May.
Ooh. Okay, June.
July.
Oh, you thought I was going to say June again. You thought I was going
Yeah.
to say June 2.
Yeah,
Dude, what if
June,
July was just called
July.
June 2? January, February, March, April, May, June 2.
August. And then he's just like September, October.
November, December.
Yep. All right, yeah, that's good. I'm done. And when he turns those in, they're just like looking at him. They're like, "Oh, solid start." Okay.
This is all of them? Oh, these aren't just like the idea. These aren't just like for the first month.
No, this is final?
This is all like okay.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll put it in the system, and that's the months now. And that's how they created the 12 months of Christmas, everyone.
This might sound dumb. Is this just like a global thing? January through December? Like, are all months?
Like, do other cultures have different months?
Yeah.
Like,
Are they?
different-
What are they called? I guess. Are there always 12 of these, or do some of them are like we have 4 months divided into
So
why would they go by 12? Is it, you know what I mean? I'm trying to like. Do we all just agree on this one thing?
the
Pretty rare for humans.
calendar that we use, what's it called? The
The
Gregorian.
Gregorian calendar.
Yeah. So I mean, that one's like pretty.
Thank God for Gregor.
I know. Thank God. It was just Greg. Thank God though. But I think most of the world uses that. But I think that there are. That's like the standard one. But I think that there are other ones that other cultures use alongside it. Like I'm pretty sure some countries in the Middle East might use ones where they're in like the year 5000. Where like their calendars just started at a different time. It's really weird you bring this up because last night I had a dream that I was looking at a set of dates and there was an additional one that was in the year like 2450 because Korea used a different calendar system in my dream and it was like the Korean date. So it's weird that you're bringing this up and I had this dream last night.
When did it just naturally happen, or was there a point where everybody was like, "Hey, let's all line up, make sure we're January right now, okay?"
Oh, you
That's
guys
where
are in
we-
March? No.
No. That's
hold
all.
on, that's wrong.
We got to line it up.
Roll it back. It's January.
Like, at what point in history did it just kind of become like? Did it just naturally become commonplace, or was there some sort of like just kind of like agreement at some point that the major parties of the world all agreed, so everyone had to follow suit, type of thing? I don't know,
I'm looking this up
because I'm
this is-
curious.
Like
John Green would know,
it literally went into effect.
or Hank Hank probably would know more than John.
Hank would definitely know more than John. John's a bastard.
Yeah.
The Gregorian calendar became a reality in 1582. So what the fuck did they do before that? Dude, so this is only a thing of the last 500 years. When Pope Gregory the 9th or the 8th reformed the existing Julian calendar to correct the drift of seasonal dates caused by the Julian calendar's slight overestimation of the solar year. Okay.
But are we just go by that because we're like, Western European? Like what of like, at one point, did all cultures just have to assimilate to like the same shit?
I mean, the thing is, it's like,
and like the seasons do work out that,
it's based on, it is based, I mean, it's like a Western thing, but it is based on the math of like the orbit of the planet around the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure other cultures, it would be still like the same, even if they split it into different like segments, because
or their perception of it, right?
Right,
because like a day, we could just make the definition if we were early man. A day is until noon, and then the second day happens, and then that's where you get dark and night and shit like that. I get that.
I see what you're saying.
You know what? But
so
it's based on
cycle.
Like what is it called? What is it called?
The revolution.
Yeah,
like
the revolution.
The
whatever.
The sun coming up and down.
Yeah.
You know what's really interesting? I never thought. I'm sure that there are cultures where it's like when the sun is out, that's a day, and then when it's not out, that's another day. So it's like,
I mean, some places, not even just cultures, have to exist where the sun is just gone or there for a majority of like a few months period.
Nordic countries. And like
in like half a year type of thing.
Yeah, where it's like dark for 6 months. I wonder like what their original calendars were like, because they would have to have used probably like the stars as their.
It's a long day.
They just had 2 days. The calendar is actually just 1 day.
But so yeah, the Pope decided for the entirety of the world that this is how it is.
Like, yeah, this is. Let's go ahead and just put this one in.
I'm still confused because, as I said, different cultures and stuff, it's hard to agree on things. I'm surprised was it all like for profit type of thing? Like we're doing business and we have to go and meet the people who are giving us all this money and taking I don't know what it is. Yeah, I want to know like the direct history of like really.
All right. I found a post on r/askhistory.
Okay.
When did, pretty much, everyone start knowing what year it was? At what point in history, roughly, do most people know, yep, now it's 1705 or something? When did we all start having a unified idea of this year? All right, the top comment says, let's see. There's a really long response, and then there is a shorter one.
Is there a TLDR? Because usually at the end of the
there is not. I'm going to skim it really fast, though.
Someone's not getting Reddit gold.
Yeah, no one you know two ain't getting no Reddit gold from me today. Almost everyone knew what year it was, but not the way we know it now. Our numbering system didn't see wide use until fairly recently. Oh, yeah, because there's a whole bunch of different like numbering systems still. We use the Arabic one, but there's like a bunch of other ones. Let's see. People have counted the years since almost forever, but they all use different systems. Blah, 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 blah. Most people didn't start numbering the years until much later. The whole BC AD system didn't exist until Dionysius Exiguus invented it in 533 AD. Even then, it didn't see use beyond religious ceremonies used to calculate the date of Easter. Interestingly, the year 0 doesn't exist in this system. We go from 1 BC to 1 AD with no 0 in between. Skipping down a little bit. Yeah, Europe was using this shit.
So is it just like the big players were using it so everyone fell in line?
Israel uses the Hebrew calendar, which calculated year 1 as 3,761 BC. There's a handful of others, such as the Chinese calendar, the Islamic calendar, the Hindu calendar, the Jöhse calendar. So I guess Korea does have their own system. Most of these are strictly internal, being used by one country or one religion, and all international trade is conducted using the Gregorian calendar.
Yeah, so yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Money drives...
Okay. And then here, there's this. Of note, the Gregorian calendar didn't catch on immediately. There were some countries, notably Protestant ones, that refused to use a calendar invented by a Roman Catholic pope. Russia was an example who did not start using the Gregorian calendar until after the Russian Revolution in 1918.
Damn.
Meant that in the October Revolution, which traditionally began actually occurred in November. So the October Revolution actually occurred in November once they made the switch.
Well,
thanks to the 11-day difference. Wow. Pretty cool. I guess that... So yeah, I guess just like as trade expanded, they were like...
Oh, it's like, we'll meet you at this time in this place on this date.
And then they converted it wrong, and they're like, fuck, that was last month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Fun.
Yeah.
But, it's just interesting, I guess, that, that does make sense. But in my head, it was just kind of like a interesting question of, like, how did all these cultures separated by all this space and time agree on this one thing when most people can't agree what love is? You know what I'm saying?
Stop. Don't bring that up.
Well, here's some more ads, maybe.
No, we already... What?
We only took one ad break.
Okay.
Oh. Got a text from my uncle. He's been having horrible sleep, and luckily, he's asking for my advice. And why might you ask, luckily, I say? That's because I have the knowledge of Brooklyn Bedding. Brooklyn Bedding handcrafts every single one of their mattresses in Arizona. No middlemen, no gimmicks, honest pricing. It's cool. It's awesome. And they also know that just one mattress won't work for everybody. If you know already, or even if you don't know what your sleeping necessities are, they have a little quiz you can take. That's right, everyone loves quizzes. Remember those pop quizzes back in the day? Fun stuff. Except the difference is, at the end of this quiz, you have the potential of getting a wonderful night's rest and a new mattress. They actually sent us a big, beautiful mattress, and might I say, it is big, beautiful, and fun. Come on. BBF. I've never had such wondrous joy playing on such a comfortable mattress that they sent us. One might say, I had the most fun a little boy could ever have. So go on over to brooklynbedding.com and use our code SuperMega to get 30% off site-wide. Put that in red text, Luke. Big, bold, beautiful, italicized, and underlined. This offer is not available anywhere else. So use our code, please. SuperMega is the code at brooklynbedding.com. Again, that's brooklynbedding.com, code SuperMega for a site-wide 30% off. brooklynbedding.com. Promo code SuperMega. 30% off site-wide.
It's me, Mario.
Yep, that's me, Mario. Well, that was my Yoshi impression.
Dude, how the fuck did people like agree on time back in the day? Where
Sundial.
Oh yeah, I guess where it's like, I'll meet you here tomorrow at
midday.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess back then they weren't doing things as specifically as like 4:30.
And maybe there's a mountain. It's like, I'll meet you when the sun reaches the peak of blank, But then again, he'll probably only think from his perspective.
Right,
and his buddy lives in another village, and he's like late or early because he's like, fuck, the geometry is different.
Exactly.
From his
the geometry is
perspective.
completely different. So like what's the peak for his friend might be, over here for him.
Idiot Quebec. Oh, dude. Someone needs to make a fun caveman RPG.
We could do that.
Yeah, but it won't
There
be-
they go again with another fucking game idea they'll never make. Fuck them!
But I'm saying because we only have so many tools at our disposal. I think like what we would be able to do is make like, of course, but it would be like a I don't know. It just with okay. I have a question because I see this type of stuff all the time on, let's say, r/Souls likes or r/gaming, where it's like this one developer's like, hey, it's all me. Here's a game I'm testing, and it's like a 3D environment with a guy with a sword, and it looks like decent. And in my head, I'm just like, is it just because technology has gotten so good that now one guy can create something that, of course, looks flashy and probably doesn't play all too well if you give it to like a person? It's mostly for show. But it's like how much work and how much human power is necessary for a 2D project versus a 3D project? Do you think at this point in time it's more due to art direction, or do you think it's still like would take more time and more of a budget for a 3D game to be made versus a 2D game?
Well, I think from my limited game design experience, 2D is always going to be like easier to make, in the sense of like, it's not, you're working with 2 dimensions, and when you add a 3rd dimension, the programming and the math and everything becomes more complex. So it's like a 2-dimensional game, I think, depending on what it is, usually is going to be a lot less work.
You can do a lot more with your budget in a 2D atmosphere than you can a 3D space.
And again, I'm not a game designer. I'm sure there's some game designers listening going, that's just wrong, which I might be. But
I'd love to see in the comments just people talking about it. Like, honestly, like I don't go to the comments too often, but it's nice to see discussion every now and then.
I'd be interested. Like, I've tried to make games with friends since I was in like 7th grade, and we've tried to make 3D games in the past, and that has always just been a whole hell of a lot harder.
Some would say a whole can of worms.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though they're going to stay in the can. I mean,
yeah, I'm not taking them out of the damn can. No. All right. But basically, yeah, 2D I think is a lot easier. However, there are like a lot of engines and pre-made stuff that people could use for 3D now, where like a lot of people will, there will already be a whole engine made that they can start with as like the framework.
Like,
for
I feel like
3D
Unreal
game.
5.
Yeah.
Like Unreal Engine 5 is that. I mean, people have a lot of problems with it, but
Like Source or...
From my understanding, does Unreal Engine mean that like developers don't have to fuck so much with the math of physics and just like other
I think so.
like Unreal Engine gives them the framework, and like what are the, because
I think it already has, like, from what I understand, and again could be completely wrong because I have never fucked with programming anything.
We're
3D.
not game developers.
I think that something like Unreal Engine is basically, it's like the foundational kit to build something where it already has all of this stuff programmed that you can tweak, so you don't have to build it from scratch. So
And it
it's
looks
like
pretty.
It's like physics and stuff. You don't have to build an entire physics system from scratch. You can like tweak what's already there.
That's why
Same
a lot
with
of
the lighting and everything.
Okay. Because a lot of people are getting into like, let's say like Black Myth Wukong, that monkey game we played on live stream. It looks beautiful, but like, did people really have to go into the environment and do as much work to make it look that pretty, or is it just like assets that they can easily slap on, and they have the lighting in Unreal Engine is already kind of like maybe solved for them? I just picture like there's a lot of games that look so good now. Is a game just looking good? Like, is it no longer a testament, much like in movies, how you saw like good CG meant something at a time, where now it's just CG? Like,
I don't know. I think getting a game to look good still is, because like, like, yeah, I guess you could like download some free to use assets and throw them into like an Unreal world and it could look good. But I feel like getting it to a point where like it actually looks good and also plays well, like regardless, I feel like the programming, like, you have to be smart to be able to put all that together and to like make it work and look good.
You have to be talented to some degree.
Right.
But I guess what I'm saying is it like, I guess it's more tools for...
You still have to know how to program.
Like AA studios to make games that fidelity-wise, visually look similar to AAA titles.
Yeah.
And sometimes even better.
I think
Because AAA
so.
developers have gotten really lazy because they've started to kind of do what every company has to do to survive, which is like streamline their shit.
I mean, I've seen examples of people that have used engines like Godot or even Construct that have made 3D games completely by themselves that look fucking incredible. And I'm like, damn. And they did this like kind of from the ground up. That's crazy. So I think it's I think the tools are only one part. It's the tool master. That's where a lot of it comes from.
Because the thing that I'm always intrigued on is like, I love seeing something that's designed. Sometimes in games, I'm like in awe of like, how does someone just think of this and make it work and all this? But for me, it's like the weight and movement of your character in the game and how good it feels to like move around a world. Like, that's a type of like such like an intricate math where it's like, I've played games that look great, but the character feels stiff to move around, or like a boat, like very floaty.
I mean, that's all stuff that the programmers individually programmed for their game, because like I'm assuming with Unreal Engine there is like a very vast
There's like
physics
assets
engine,
and shit. Yeah.
and then they take that physics engine and then they tweak the variables to fit what they want their game to feel like. So it's like if they want everything to feel super slick and light, like gravity wise and everything, or if a game feels super stiff, it's about like different variables that they've tweaked and like.
It's got to be hard though to
Yeah,
calculate.
it's got to be
that.
really hard. That's why I've never been good at programming. I've tried to learn programming, multiple languages, so many times where I sit down and I'm like super motivated and I'm like, I'm gonna learn how to do this month, and I do like 10 lessons, or I even complete a full course, and then I'm like, I have no idea. Like my brain just doesn't like. My brain's very visual, which is why I like using Logic as a DAW instead of like Ableton, because Logic is very visual. Just programming's hard for me because it's a lot of math, and I suck at math, and also it's a lot of logic. Not like the music program I was just talking about. It's a lot of game logic, and that shit is difficult, very difficult.
I commend games that feel good to play. There's some games where it's just like it feels like butter to play, where it's like, oh damn, this feels smooth, slick.
Cave Story feels like Cave Story to me is an example of a 2D game that has that like the physics are so fucking nice, where it's like when you're like running and jumping, it feels so smooth and buttery.
Because you can't explain it, but like you like it's you know how like people when they lose something, it's like a phantom limb. It's like you can feel the weight. Like it's not like you're a fucking psychic or anything, but
I know what you're talking about.
You can feel it when you're playing it. There's like this. If it's good and then people did a good job with like the coding and stuff, it just I don't know, because there's so many games that I've played where it's really just like left, right, and it feels like just the same speed, like at one base speed.
I feel like,
and it like just feels very mechanical to control, I guess is the best way to put it.
I feel like it's because when you're playing a game, you can like a 3D game, for example, and you're moving around, you can like imagine yourself as the player, because you're controlling the player. So, and it's doing what you want it to do. So it's kind of like an extension of you. And if it doesn't feel like how you expect it to or how you want it to, it doesn't, it's not going to feel very good. But like if you're playing something where it feels a lot more like free and more how you want to be like freely moving, then it feels like a lot better,
and it all makes sense within like the game's universe or whatever. Just
what's a game that feels clunky to you?
A game that feels clunky to me to play would be, and this is I'm gonna bring up one that's easy because I think it does a good job at illustrating just like how dated a game could be. It would be like kind of it's still fun and I still enjoy it, but Resident Evil 5, for example, feels clunky to play because there's still a lot of like archaic, just kind of like quick time events that happen in the middle of cutscenes that typically don't happen anymore. There's just a lot of like, there's no, and I guess it's done for gameplay purposes, but since this is more of an action game, would have been better without it. I think you can't walk and aim at the same time in it. You're like boom, rotating, aim, and then you move
like real life.
And then you aim. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can run and shoot at the same time in real life, but your accuracy is going to go, and that's usually how games do it. Like, I guess so much that is more clunky of like an age-based thing. But then I'm trying to think of like a recent game that felt clunky. I would say would be Wu-Chong before a certain patch, because it's a very fast combat game, but certain moves of enemies and certain bosses would have like. Every move felt like it would do this, where it would knock you down, and typically in a combat game you can like dodge right back up or do something to get up kind of a little more quickly. Even Souls-likes like Elden Ring, if you remember when you fought that dragon in the video, you could, if you got knocked down, you could like roll to get back up pretty quickly. But in that game, before this patch was introduced, you're like flat on the ground for like 1, 2, 3, and like the get up animation, I think this was the problem. You couldn't cancel out of the get up animation, so you had to sit there and watch your character get up. Feels like they like dust themselves off and shit. Yeah, where it's like in other games, it is a design choice to be able. Oh, let's keep the flow of combat. You got knocked down, you're getting up, whatever. Yeah, let's dodge out of it to keep things going. And I feel like that was an example of like clunkiness by design, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Not intentional design.
It's almost like music, where it's almost like there's this like invisible rhythm, and it's like when that rhythm gets offbeat or thrown off, you feel it.
Yeah,
it's like a good game. You want it to like as if it were a song with like rhythm, because if you're listening to a song and all of a sudden the rhythm just like throws you off,
you can tell
it's like
like
the same thing in your brain. Mm-hmm. What's a game that you think has like super fluid, good, like a great example of the opposite of clunky? The Super Mario Brothers.
my easy go-to would be like a Sekiro or something, because you feel so like when you are controlling in Sekiro, when I'm fighting something, there's sometimes I get mad and I'm like, that's bullshit, but like I know deep down like everything is my fault. I didn't do something, or I started to do something I shouldn't have done. Like it feels very everything comes together in a very like intentional way, where it's like, this was like designed to the T for the combat to feel gratifying, and you're learning. It just it's a great combat system.
It doesn't feel like when something goes wrong, it doesn't feel like, I was trying to do that, but the game fucked me over because it wouldn't let me do that fast enough.
There's another game recently that's not to do with combat that I think you might enjoy. The only problem is that it's like a very short game and it costs $30. It's called Sword of the Sea. And it's a really fun. It's made by the people who did Journey, I think.
Oh, okay.
You remember that? Like,
yeah.
It's kind of like
they
that.
did Abzu too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's that.
I know what you're talking about. I saw a video of this game.
It feels wonderful to play.
It looks really cool.
And I might have platinumed it.
Is that the one I saw like a trailer where you're like jumping around a lot?
Yeah, you're like you have a sword, but you don't really hit things with it.
Do you surf on it?
Yeah, you surf.
I
on
remember.
it.
Yeah.
And you're kind of bringing life to these deserted, desert-like area expanses by bringing like water and sea life to them.
That's cool.
It's very like visually, it's a beautiful game. I do think it's a little overpriced. I think it took me like a total of less than 6 hours to even platinum the whole thing. But I love the design, and it feels great, like butter to play. It's like I do find that a lot of AAA studios will, more so than not, like it just feels clunky. Like Assassin's Creed games these days just all feel like they don't have someone in there like really trying to think about the weight and the movement. It's just kind of like, just make a character so we can put all these side objectives in, fill in the world, and sell it. Like, I don't know how to explain.
Well, they know people will buy it.
Yeah.
Where I feel like smaller studios, that's not a guarantee. So it's like we have to make the game the best we can possibly make it, so people buy it. Where Assassin's Creed, those developers are like, it works. Like, let's take the code from the last game, and tweak it. But I don't know. Maybe we're completely wrong about everything we talked about, and game designers are watching this going, "You fucking morons!"
Prove us wrong in the comments section below.
Nice,
right?
Get us a little bit of engagement. And speaking of game designers, if you look on screen right now, this is a list of every single game designer in the entire world that has ever made a game.
And there's ones with emojis, and those are the ones who have had direct like director power. Like, they have created masterpieces,
right?
And the people on the other list,
the green ones,
they signed a petition for the Roman Polanski game that got shelved.
They signed a petition specifically to bring it back, to make sure that it and also that petition,
which I'm not showing them support for that.
Right.
I just think that it should be known that these people,
the green ones,
supported a video game directed by Roman Polanski.
Well, if you remember, that petition also included allowing him back into the United States with all charges dropped.
That is true.
So it just, that's what those people did.
I'm sure there's a lot of them have come out since, apologizing and be like, my agent just kind of threw it in front of my face. I didn't know what I was signing. Yeah. Don't pay attention to the fact that I worked with John C. Reilly. By the way, worked with Roman Polanski like not too long ago. It was like probably a decade ago. well after everything. It was him, Christoph Waltz, Kate Winslet, and Jodie Foster.
I like those people.
It's called Carnage. Yeah, I saw it at the time, and I didn't know anything about Roman Polanski. I saw it, rented it, and I was like, wow, a movie that all takes place in one location with actors that I like. Then I figured out who was directed by.
She was down with it.
Dude, well, that's
Tarantino.
That's Tarantino, baby.
The Tarantinester.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The industry is all it's icky. It's icky. It's all interconnected.
Oh, and Luke wanted us to here's Luke's name crudely scrolling by as well.
Yeah. On the Roman Polanski one.
Good night.
I mean, that is a hell of a Squidward's nose of a penis. God damn, and the nuts are nice and round too. And look, he's even got a small can of paint.
Oh, I know.
He's got a can of paint in the corner. Oh, dude, but look at this. He's been painting his wall, as you can see. And look, he painted on top of the trim. Do you see that?
Yeah, there's